Juice the fuck.
So, as you might have guessed, we had a few little teething problems there. We're getting Johnny on, but we are delighted. We've sorted that out. So, in a way, we have himself in the studio with us here. So, again, we tend to insult the casual fans here a fair bit by saying, if you don't know this man. But if you don't know this man, Johnny is notoriously famous for his viral videos that he posts on a regular basis on Facebook. But some people get away from the fact that he's also a veteran of MMA in Ireland. I finally, after years, had the honour of introducing Johnny in Bama 22, which you might have seen on the Fighting Irish documentary that was on RTE. The Truman Show, as Johnny called it. So, welcome to the show, the one, the only Johnny Jitsu. What's the crack, John?
What's up, man?
How are you, lads? Nice to be on. How's things? All right?
Good, yeah.
Oh, good, man. Did you do anything festive today? You with the day that's in it?
No, well, I actually trained today, man. That's what I done festive today. I actually went to a jiu-jitsu tournament there earlier on with the lads out of the club. So, yeah, Easter was, my Easter celebrations were the same old, man.
Did you compete?
No, I didn't compete. I competed a few weeks ago in the sub-only in DCU, but today, no, because it's only a week out from the fight, so,
yeah,
you know, it wouldn't be worth risking a little niggle, you know.
So, Johnny, just getting on to it, we're going to jump into the bones of it, so we'll go forward to go back as well. So, we'll go back to the last fight, Bama 22. You took a fight as well. You know, a lot of people obviously throw bouquets at Reece McKee, and I was one of them to throw the bouquets to say, you know, Reece stepping up to take on yourself. But I think credit has to also be given to you as well. You took on a fresh opponent in short notice. Hindsight is a great tool. So with hindsight to the fight, do you think it was the wrong decision to take the fight, or what was your thinking going in there?
Well, you know, it was... People can say, you know, it obviously didn't highlight that in the fight in Irish to say that I took an opponent that was literally nearly on a week's notice, you know, like a change of Reece. It was a completely different style fighter. I mean, I was going up against Kieran, who's a different style of, like, grappler and striker to say Reece would be, and Reece was coming up a weight class, and, you know, the fight, it was an exciting fight, but for me in the fight, I just feel like I couldn't get the timing down. Reece was coming up a weight, and I didn't take into account his speed, and I just felt a little off there in the fight, you know.
And then, of course, just after the fight ended, then I think it was the next day or two, you put out that you were going to call it a day and focus on the coaching aspect, because again, you're running a very successful new club there. With a lot of great potential young fighters as well. I've called a lot of them to the cage on shows as well. So again, you hear Jitsu in the corner as a coaching aspect. So you called the day. Would you think, was that just... We spoke about this before on the show about fighters can find it a little bit difficult to stay away, but you think it was just a quick shot, like a quick decision and the wrong decision to go to the tournament?
Well, I just think at the time, you know, I was getting to that stage now. I'm nearly 10 years doing the sport, and like obviously, like I have got my club up and running, and I had a lot of stuff going on in my life, and stuff you're getting sorted, you know, like MMA doesn't pay the bills, and all, you know, yeah. So a lot of stuff going on and thing, but being away from the sport, and you know, only makes you realise how much you love the sport and how much I'm after putting into it. So, as well as the guys down in the club giving me the push and saying, man, you're not finished by any means, go back and get in and enjoy, and that's what I have been doing now. I've been really enjoying the game again, and I think I found myself and my love again for it. I'm now competing on the jiu-jitsu circuit as well. I mean, that's stuff I didn't do on a regular basis before, so I think the whole competing thing, and you know, all I'll say is I'm glad to be back now, and I'm glad I made the decision to come back. You know, I'm in a good place at the minute. And
then you're fighting on, I suppose, your club's home show in a sense, Battlezone. And Battlezone, again, to the fans that haven't been to Battlezone, it's a great show. And again, this is from a non-biased perspective, because I have nothing to do with the show. I'm a paying punter when I go to see Battlezone. We'll talk about Steve there. We'll sort that out, get him off the mic. But Battlezone it's a great card, always a great card, and always great fights on it. So you're coming in there and you're taking on the very dangerous Will Flurry. It's a great matchup too. He's a big guys as well, you know what I mean? So it's a matchup I'm interested in seeing. I know Will has had a lot of pullouts on him in previous fights, and I think, you know, this is a sort of fight that as the paying public, I think you never disappoint when you get in there. You go out, and if you go out, you go out in your shield, but your heart and passion. But I just think this is a great fight for the fans to soak in, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely a great fight. I think me and Will's style matches up very well. Like, there's no two ways about it. Will has had a fantastic career at amateur. I've watched a lot of Will's fights. He's a tough guy. He's a grindy type guy. He digs deep in the fight, and you know, I'm going to have to really bring my A game here, but that's the challenge here I'm relishing. No, you know, I'm in a good place at the moment, as I say, and, you know, bring it on, man. You know, I've never fought no easy fights, and I ain't going to start doing it now. No, that's not my style, you know.
And I've noticed, actually, with this, to build up this one, there hasn't been too many Johnny Jiu-Jitsu videos up online, so what's the story with that? Are you keeping us starved for the victory, or are we going to get a few?
There's been one or two now. You probably missed one or two along the way, but you're no, just training now. Looking forward to getting back in and like showing my A game. You know, I didn't get to show that in my last fight, and it was disappointing. You know, coming into the big arena on Bama and not getting to show my full potential. But given this Saturday coming up, that's my aim here, is to go in and show my full potential and enjoy every minute of it now.
Like, I watched the fight back now, and I remember when it happened, obviously, like, you know, you have to give credit to Reese. He got in, he took on someone like yourself, and he really stepped up to it. But when you look back at the fight as well, as much as Reese landed, you did land shots on Reese as well.
I landed some heavy shots on Reese. I mean, Reese commanded me for it after and says, like, yeah, man, that was a tough fight. He says, I've never been in a fight before where I felt someone was trying to bleed and kill me. So, like, yeah, it was
no, and again, like, the BAM experience, I know, like, you're again, I keep saying patriotic for Dublin, but you know what I mean, you're a real proud Irishman, like, and I know you being a Dub as well, stepping into let's be honest, Johnny, we're at the age where we call it the Point Depot. These young pups, the
Point Depot, that's it.
So, like, I know for you in there, you know what I mean, that you might have let down, but like I said, like, you go in and you go out in your shield if you do go out, and the commentator sort of alluded to that as well, like, but watching you over the years, like, that bloodbath you were in on Cage Warriors, like, what a fight, like, what goes down as one of the best fights, you know what I mean? You're just, you're known for it, like, you know what I mean, you're known for your heart and your passion, but the thing about it is that, like, a lot of people, they underestimate sort of your kicking style and the combinations you can throw. You're loose, and when you get loose and you let you know what I mean, you let your limbs go. You know what I mean. There's not much better in the country when you let it. When you're on point, you're one of the best. Yeah, that's it. Now, when I come in, I'm a yay game, and I'm nice and relaxed and smooth. I'm a hard man for anyone to get rid of. I think anyone that's ever trained with me will tell you that most definitely, you know. And come here, just in regards to Two Club, we know, like, for a long time you were a Rush Academy fighter. So how do you find it? You've been moved off the team, Rhino, a long time, and like it looks like you get bullied by a certain little man over there. You know what I mean? Me little poison dwarf pal Neil. Yeah. Yeah. But how's the change over to Team Rhino? No, listen, no, as you know, as I said, alluded to there, I was training out in Russian Fight Academy for a lot of years, man. I was also a trainer out there, helping the guys come along and helping Paul out in the club there. The decision for me to go up to Andy's, I think an awful lot of people made a lot more out of it than it actually was. We had been a part of BJJ Revolution, and I had been training up in Andy's regularly, like going up for training camps and stuff like that, so I knew all the lads very well, so the progression there, it wasn't like a whole new thing when I went up there. You know, I knew guys up there, and you know, it's, man, you know, for me, I enjoy me grappling, and I enjoy a lot of things that maybe I probably wasn't doing down in Rush. You know, Rush has a pedigree of being a fantastic boxing club. I don't think there's too many better in the MMA game in Ireland, you know, but for me, I needed to go and explore, and I needed to get my jiu-jitsu and my grappling better, and I feel I've done that in Team Rhino, and that was the whole goal. The whole goal was progression. You know, I wish Paul and all the lads down in Rush all the best, and I'm forever grateful for what they've done for me as a fighter and a person. No, but you know,
life is all about journey and progressing and getting better and doing what's right for you. And this was the right choice for me.
Well, you see, like, as well, because I suppose, Johnny, you're in the game so long as well, is that the MMA community over here is quite small. So when there is a change of camp, it's almost seen as a much bigger deal than it can be. Yeah. Because if you look at fighters in the States or whatever, but mainly in the States, you see them, they move camp to camp just to get experience, to get different things. So I certainly don't think it's a bad thing to change around and to do that and to freshen the approach.
At the end of the day, people, like, if there's parts of your game you feel you need to improve, you're going to have to find the right ways to do that, and that for me was the right way to do it, and I'm happy with the decision I made. I mean, I have a great coach up there, and Andy Ryan, and all the guys up there with their input. I mean, Redzer's input and Patrick's input and Miles Price and everybody. It's a phenomenal team up there, and it's only growing stronger. So.
Well, you see that with Team Rhino now as well. The likes of BAM, you know what I mean? It's littered with the Team Rhino lads as well. And then all the cards around, you see the great moves, like with Reds are signing for BAM now as well. That's another guy on the roster. So again, like, Team Rhino is known, you know what I mean? I know a lot of light gets shined on SBG in this country, and rightly so in so many ways, but Team Rhino is certainly, the light should be shining bright on that club as well, because Andy Ryan is clearly one of the best coaches, not in Ireland, not in Europe, but one of the best coaches in the world. And a phenomenal camp out there, like.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, like, all Andy's hard work here in Ireland that he's put into the sport. I mean, look at the club he's grown up in, the jiu-jitsu team. He's at the ground now. I mean, it's fantastic. Like, my own club, we're at the affiliating with Andy Miles' club. I mean, it's a fantastic vibe, and there's big things to come from Team Rhino.
And how do you find that with the coaching end of it, Johnny? Because I see you at the shows, like, I'll be at a lot of the shows that you're at, and like, your passion and drive as a coach is equally measured into the passion you put in when you're in the cage. So what's the different buzz? Is it a similar buzz, so you get that, or is it a different buzz you get to actually fighting yourself?
I would say it's a different buzz. When I'm fighting, I'm in control of it, if you know what I mean. I'm in control of my own actions there when I fight. But obviously, like, the guys, when you're bringing new guys, obviously it's amateur fighting, and you want the guys to win and do well, and get their approval and like, get their hard work noticed. But listen, it's amateur at the end of the day. Win, lose or draw, it's learning for the next step. So I mean, coaching for me, yeah, it's definitely a passion for me. I enjoy seeing lads developing and coming from one thing and developing into another thing, or blossoming, should we say. So yeah, I'm very passionate about my lads and about their development now. Yeah, big time. And the coaching, how it differs fully for me from fighting is that I don't know, like, for me, it's easy for me to go in and fight, if you know what I mean, like to raise guys and want the best for them and make sure they get the best. It's a harder process,
Yeah, and that's all. I remember actually when Dylan Toog was on the show, he was saying when he was cornering, he was nearly throwing the punches and he was bobbing and he felt helpless. So it's always interesting to get that side of it, Now we'll just go jump back into the fight again with Will. So it's a big fight. It's the co-main on the event, so it's familiar surroundings for you fighting back in Dublin again here. But talk us through it. How do you see it? Like, obviously you're not going to have to give away game plans here, but how do you see the fight going?
Oh, well, it's like any time I'm ever asked this question for any fight, the way the game plan's going is I'm going in for a scrap now, and that's it. You know what I mean? I'm coming to fight fucking hard, and that's it. Chin down and fucking start marching forward. That's what I do now.
No, well, I have to say, Johnny, I'm certainly looking forward to. I think I'm off, so I certainly could be venturing my way out as it kills me paying in at the door. I nearly bring me soup just with me, just say I'm emceeing, see if I can get away with it. But no, definitely looking forward to it, and we obviously wish you all the best here from everyone here at obviously Fight Talk. We want to see you do well. You're an absolute, for me, you're one of my. Like, I love seeing you. Like, you're one of the first lads that I met when I started. My first ever MC job was on for MMA, was on Man of War, and I went over to ask one of the fighters, did he have a nickname or anything like that? And your words, it was Jiu-jitsu, clear is clear. Fuck off, he's a fighter. He doesn't have a fucking faggoty name. So it's like, who's your man? That was my first meeting with you. Now, you mightn't remember it, but it was just in the little foyer outside the City West. But from there on, I got to know you over the years, and you're an absolute character of the sport, and one of the lads that has paved the way for all these young lads coming up as well. But sure, you're still a young lad yourself, and again, for myself...
Still a young lad now, as I like to say, I've come into that prime time now, 30 to 35, you know what I mean? So I'm going to enjoy competing and enjoy myself, and just keep taking it day by day now, you know what I mean? It's all competition, it's all competing, it's all the same thing, just enjoy it, you know? That's the main thing.
Well, again, we wish you all the best, Johnny, and from all of us here, and we will be rooting for you. Sounds terrible, we will be rooting for you. Poor Will Flores going, why are you rooting for me? But no, I just know you a long time, so I'm looking forward to seeing you fighting. I hope it goes well in there for you and in the future. And if you want to lead yourself out, Johnny, in the way only you can do, you're more than welcome.
Well, as I say, lads, thanks very much from all the lads that obviously Fight Talk. I appreciate all the kind words. Just a big shout out to all the lads in Team Rhino, all my own lads in Malahide Martial Arts. That's it really. Training's done. It's been a great training camp. Big thanks to all the lads, and a big thanks also to my girlfriend Emma and my new little child I have there, French Bulldog Rico. So that's the crack, lads. Appreciate everything, and as I just said, I was just getting on. I'm just going to get off. Who's the fuck?
Fair play, Johnny. Use the fuck. See you on Saturday, brother.
Man. Cheers.
Good luck, lads.
See you later, mate.